Hello and welcome to Sew at Home Party. Today we're going to do our update on our temperature blanket, so stay tuned and see how the rows progress. Okay, so it's been a while since our last chat on the temperature blanket, but I wanted to pop in here, like I said yesterday, on my live chat for the 50 subscriber celebration. Again, I want to thank you so much for being a subscriber and following along here with me. So today we have our temperature blanket, which you can see here. And again, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to my subscribers. If you're new to the channel, well, thank you for following along with me and helping me grow. And if you are returning, thank you so much for following along. I wanted to do this channel for a long time, and so here we are. And so let's get started on the progress of our temperature blanket. It's been a few weeks since I got to it, but I did want to give an update and add the next rows. Unfortunately, it's since recent events, it has been about a month, as you can see here, as I've said in previous videos, and you can find those on my channel. The first week, we did 3 rows of the C2C corner to corner stitch. So 1, 2, 3 here. So that was green because our temperature was, for my temperature, my average temperature for the week was 43. So for our temperature grid, which if, I think I put a picture of this, there's like a temperature gauge thing that I put up, but this is just my handwritten notes. But as you can see, 43 falls between the green color category. And my list is just very basic, but you can also find a picture of the temperature gauge if you would like to follow along with my colors, or if you'd like to pick your own colors for your region. You can find that on the R card here, or you can check on my about page and on the channel, and it will link you to my Ravelry group where you can find the information there as well. So like I said, as you can see here, it had 43 was the average temperature for that first week, and then the second week was the average temperature was 38, which still fell into the green category. So we had 2 more rows of green. And then we had an average temperature of 30 and 26, which were the light purple that you see here. There's 2 rows here. So now what we need to do is, I wanted a way to signify the in between the months. Sorry, I got cat hair. I got 3 cats here, and there's cat hair everywhere. So the 3 months, you would want to indicate where that would be. So I just thought it'd be cool to know on the blanket, oh yes, here's where the month ended and started again. So I decided to add this gray here and I'm using, most of my yarns are from Big Twist, but and I don't have, you know, any affiliation with them. I just like the yarn. So I'm using this gray color from Big Twist, and that's going to signify the in between the months. So every 4 weeks we'll have a gray stripe, and then 4 more weeks. And each row, as I said, for the months will have 2 on them. And again, as you can see here, as I said before, the first row for the first week we did 1, 2, and 3, just because I wanted to get a good foundation row in, because this is a C2C stitch, so it takes a little bit to kind of see the design. And then after that, each week has 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So let's get started, and join me back here in just a second and get your supplies, and we'll get started adding the new rows. All right, so the first thing you want to do is grab your gray here, and I just like to work off of the end that has the yarn coming out of the tail coming out of the end. And if you don't have a ball, if your yarn that you're using doesn't have an end pull, you can always kind of dig in here and find it and pull a bunch out, and you'll find it. But I just like to find that end because it makes it a little easier. And then just lay your ball of yarn over there like this, and then we're going to be joining this yarn. So we want to join it so that, you know, we're going to end up with a bunch of tails, as you can see here. And if you want to, you can feed those in as you go. Where they're on the ends like this, I'll just probably do them at the end. So we're going to join our row And how we're going to do this is we're going to take our row here, or our yarn here, and we're going to pick up our project here. And I have a stitch marker holding my place so that I didn't have to have my yarn or my hook in there because I was using this hook for something else. So go ahead and take that off. Just place it down there and then leave yourself a good tail, maybe 6 inches or so, just whatever you're comfortable with. Stick your hook into here. Now this is how we join it because we're at the end, so we don't need to so what we're going to do, so we don't want to have like the purple showing on that first gray row. So you're actually, before you stick your hook in, I want you to turn your work over and I'm going to have you pull, I'm going to have you pull out that last stitch so that you have 2 stitches left right there. And I want you to insert your hook just like this into both of those. And that way you have 2 stitches on your hook, because this way we're going to seamlessly put into the work the gray, so that way it won't have that weird purple loop on your other end. All right, so so you have these 2 stitches on your hook like this. Now we're going to grab your gray yarn and like I said, leave yourself about 6 inches or so. And you're going to just kind of manually hook this so that your tail is hanging closer to your work and the yarn coming from the ball is right here, your working yarn. Kind of grip these, it's a little awkward, but kind of grip all these together and then, oops, sorry, out of focus there. Kind of group all these together and then pull it through both of those. So then now you should have, if I zoom in, you can see, now you should have the gray on your hook. And then you just want to give this a tug just to kind of tighten it up a little bit. And now we can turn our work and work as normal. So if you're just joining us on this journey of our temperature blanket, I'll go through a couple of the stitches real quick just so you know. And then if you want to get caught up on all of that, you can check out the other videos I have in this series. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the first couple just so that for those of you who are just joining us and wanting to do that, like I said before, you can go ahead and join my Ravelry group, and that will give you all the instructions on how to follow along. There will be a contest at the end that will be voted on by you guys. And so there's more details about that, and the closer we get to that, the more details will to come. But you can also post your progress and everything. So, you know, that's a really great place to check it out. So check that out. So, okay, so now we're going to go into the next stitch. So what you're going to do to start off any C2C stitch, you will single crochet or chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then when you get your 6, you're going to count to the 4th chain from the hook. So I'll see if I can put that up there. You'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to insert your hook into that 4th chain. And actually, oops, sorry, back up and get ahead of myself. We want to do a double crochet, so we're going to wrap the yarn around the hook first and then insert it into that 4th chain. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. All right, so now you should have 3 stitches 3 stitches on your hook. Now you're going to wrap the yarn again, yarn over and pull through 2 of those stitches, and then yarn over again and pull through 2 more. Okay, so that's your first stitch. The ones that you counted down, the 3 stitches, that not the 4th one, but the 3 that's above that, those count as one of your double crochet stitches to form essentially the squares of the C2C. And so then we're going to do this again. So yarn over and stick your hook into the next stitch, pull through. Now you have 3 stitches on your hook, yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over again and pull through 2. And you're going to do this one more time. And then, so you yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you have what's essentially like a square. And now we're going to join this to the square below. So if you hold up your work, you're going to join. Let me lay this down so you can kind of see it better. So essentially you're going to join your work to this top square here, and you want it to kind of lay like these do. Oh, more cat hair. So if I fold this down, you can kind of see we want it to kind of sit on top of that like that. So there's a way to do this. So what you want to do is take your yarn and your hook, and you're going to slip stitch into this gap here that was created when you joined the last one. So you kind of pull your posts apart, find this. So if you're counting from the right, it would be this 1, 2, 3rd hole created by the posts. Stick your hook in there and slip stitch. And now it sits right on top of your work. And then what you do to make the next square, because now you don't need 6 because you already have a foundation, so to speak. So now you're going to chain up 3, and this will count as your first double crochet stitch. And now we want to be consistent because this has 4 posts, double crochets. So we want to have 4 for each square. So what you'll do is you chained up 3, and now you're going to yarn over and pull some more yarn out if you need to. You're going to yarn over and then put your hook into that hole opening again. Yarn over, pull through. Now see, now you have your 3 stitches there. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And we'll do this again. Put it in there. Yarn over, pull through. You have your 3 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. All right, so we're going to do this one more time. And this will be, when you're finished with this, then you'll have 2 squares in your row. All right, and then to get this to lay down to the next one, you do that again. You just put your hook through that 3rd opening, slip stitch it, and now you have 2 squares in your row. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll meet you on the other side. All right, guys, so that is the row. And see how it gives it a nice signification. It's going to be neutral, not used in any of the rest of the blanket, so that you will know that this is your indication for the next month. So then February's weeks will start here, and then so on and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick video and update. I'm going to go ahead and add my next 2 colors here. And if you would like to see the progress on everything that's made and the progress that was done on the blanket, like I said, go ahead and check out that Ravelry group, So What Home Party. And I'll be looking forward to your comments and even pictures or progress of your blanket. And so, like I said, go ahead and join me on that Ravelry group. And I hope that everyone is having a great day. This is really turning out to be a great fun project for me. I've never done one before, but I've always wanted to. So again, thank you again for all my subscribers and get me to that 50 subscriber mark. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell so you keep up to date with all the content that I will be adding. And you can find all the links to everything either in my description box or on my about page. So yeah, let me know what you're doing for your temperature blanket. Maybe you're not doing a blanket, maybe you're doing a shawl or something like that. Let me know. I'd love to see, and you can post your pictures in that group, and I'd love to see your progress. Oops, sorry. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I will update. I always keep up to date on my Instagram as well. So to keep up to date when I post new videos, if you're not, hit that bell, and also check out my Instagram. So that's all I have for you today. So thank you for watching and joining me. And as always, so what is in your craft room today?